to my channel, Sharp Designs by Lakeisha, where I am designing my way through life. Today I'm going to do a freestyle paper flower tutorial for you guys. I typically use templates when I do my paper flowers, but for this particular project that I'm going to be doing for you guys, I kind of want the paper flowers to be more whimsical, so I like to freestyle it when I want that look. This is going to be part one. There will be a part two where I'm going to do the final product, but my last two vlogs were kind of long, and so I'm going to break it into two parts. This video will be for the paper flowers, and the second one will be for the actual project, which I am so excited for, and I pray it goes well. But if not, at least you guys will have a good freestyle paper flower method that I kind of sort of use. So yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys what you're gonna be needing. All right guys, for today's project we're gonna be needing some cardstock, some scissors, as well as your hot glue gun to get started. I'm gonna go ahead and get this heated so we can jump into today's vlog. All right guys, and this is the cardstock that I'm gonna be using. It's not your typical small cardstock, so this is it. And the paper is 12 by 18 inches long, comes in 60 sheets, and again I got this from Hobby Lobby. And then we're gonna jump into today's vlog. And as you can see, I am holding my paper. I like this cardstock because it is a nice length. It's kind of like 2 pages in one, and I will explain to you why in just a moment. The first thing you want to do is take your cardstock, and then I like to do a couple pages at a time. Typically for paper flowers, there's normally, like, depending on the style of the flower that you're doing, you're going to have between 3 to 5 different size petals, but for this particular flower I'll only be needing 3. And so each layer of my flower, that also depends on how big you want your flower to be, is going to have about 5 and up petals around the layers. If you haven't watched my very first paper flower vlog I did, which was actually my first vlog on my channel, because that's what I was into at the moment, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, you can check that one out. It's more detailed as far as using a template. I did mention selling those in that video. I do not sell them, FYI. But this freestyle one is pretty simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by taking a few sheets of my paper. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. This paper's not really that thick, which I do love because it bends and rolls pretty good. And then I'm going to take my scissors, which you also need, and I am going to kind of sort of cut a heart. You should be able to see it on this side as I cut. So I'm going to start kind of at an angle. I'm going to go out as far as I can to this side of the paper. I'm going to come back around, and I'm not going to do a sharp heart or a heart with a sharp point in the middle. I'm going to kind of give it a, you'll see, sound like a deep, I'm going to bring it back down to the center. So it's kind of like, it's not necessarily perfect, it's just kind of cut. And then on the base where I'm going to have the flowers meet up, I don't want that to be, so that's good there. And then after that, what you want to do is you want to roll this part. I like to use the hot glue gun sticks. Let me grab one so I can show you guys. So I like to use the hot glue gun sticks to do that part, and you just kind of put it at the very top of your petal and just tuck it. If I can get it to stay. I'm gonna have to put it down on my lap really quick to get it to stay. There we go. And once you get it to stay under there, you just kind of roll it. And then take it loose. And then I like to have mine going opposite direction, so this one's going this way, so I'm gonna turn the page and also take this one that way. I'm gonna sit it on my lap to roll it. just kind of shape it how you want it. And so this is 3 petals. So I'm gonna do that with another set of 3 for my very first layer, because I know it'll be 5 to 6 petals. So I'm gonna do the same thing. And again, you're gonna take that, the first petal you want it to be the larger one, so you're gonna take that to about the width of the paper. And if you have a different style that you want to do, you can do that. This is just how I want to do the look for this flower. But if you see a flower that you like and think you can envision how to freestyle it, you can do it. If not, there are tons of people who sell templates out there and do amazing work. Alright, so now I need my hot glue gun stick again, which I have. Oh, here it goes. And I'm going to roll it. Alright, so I have my first layer done. So the next thing you're going to do is cut a slit up the center here. And this slit is actually what helps your paper flowers stand up, or you'll see. I think there's a proper word for it. And I have my hot glue gun that's already been heating over here next to me. And I'm going to put a slit of hot glue down right next to where, I have, it to dry. But it's right there by where I cut the page at, and I'm gonna cross. I don't know what I gotta do with this. It's hard showing you guys this, so I'm gonna turn it like so, and kind of cross it. And dry it. You guys see that, how I crossed it over? This is what it looks like on the back. And so what it does is it helps the petal to stand up. So this is what it looks like now versus being flat. As you can see, this one is standing up. So I'm going to do that for all of the petals that I have here. Perfect. So I have my 6 petals, and I'm going to get readjusted so I can show you guys how we're going to start off the bottom layer for all of our petals. So I have my petals. We're going to do our first row. So we're going to take one of our petals, and I'm going to put some glue here on the edge of the flower, like so. I'm going to take another petal and take that and put it along the edge there. So we're going to be making a circle by hooking all the petals up on the edge. So I have more glue here. Take the next petal, take its edge. And you don't want to go too far in. You kind of want to bend it so that it can do a good circle for you, if that makes sense. And then I'm also trying to alternate the petals with one curling in, one curling in, one curling out, in, out, in, out. I'm going to take my next petal. And you can also opt to put the glue onto the petal that you're going to be putting down as well. So I'm going to take that one. I'm placing it there, and then this one is the last one, so it's going to be glue on both sides. So I'll put a little bit of glue on both sides there, and then this last piece has, I hope you guys can see this good. This last piece is where I'm just going to place this one to join the circle together. So this is what the inside of the flower looks like. It's just one row. This is what the back side looks like. You can just kind of see the petals petals are just kind of overlapping each other. And this is the inside. So I have an extra one left. I actually used 5, which is okay. So now I just want to cut out some more petals, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do the next size, and I'll save this just in case I need a filler for later. But let me show you guys how I'm going to do the next size. Alright guys, so now that I have my first row done back here behind me, I'm going to take my paper. This time I'm going to do 3 sheets as well. And then, being that my first size was a full sheet of paper, I'm now going to fold it in half. And I am going to cut my petals out that way, doing the same method. And voila. And then we're going to curl it again. And she's ready. Alright guys, so I have my next layer of petals ready, and they are already slit and glued. And this time I'm going to put the glue on the back side since it's already a full circle. And I'm just going to put it in between 2 petals that are already here. Alright, so I'm going to cut out some more of those to fill in here. And just keep in mind guys that when you get to the center, it's going to need, the petals are going to need to stand up more. So when you are gluing, oh, here she comes guys. When you're gluing this part together, you make sure you put a little more taut so that the petal actually stands up a lot more when you're placing it in there, so it doesn't become flat and they're just kind of laying on each other, if that makes sense. But I'm going to wrap up doing the inside of here, and I will be back with you guys. Alright guys, I am all done with the first 2 sizes for this petal, and this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like around from the base and on around. I layer in the center here to kind of fill in that gap. Alright guys, so for that very center, I have my full sheet. Remember, on the first layer I used a full sheet, the second layer I did a half sheet, and so for this very last layer I'm going to do 1/4 of a sheet. I almost got away with this vlog without you intruding, Dakota. Alright, so now that I have this, this is 1/4 of the sheet, so this is going to be our smallest petal on this flower. I'm going to go ahead and split it up the middle and get it glued down and place it in the center. And remember, being that I am getting very close to the center, let me go ahead and do it for you guys. Once I get my glue on, I am going to try and get it pulled as tautly as I can, so that way the petal stands up a lot more. Alright, so you guys see right here, I was able to get 3 petals in. They kind of did like a triangle, and so I have 1 more left, so I'm going to kind of roll it up to get a center, kind of how I did this one here. And this center is also something that you can be flexible with as well. If you want it to be more than just this circle, you can always come back around and do, I'm sorry guys. Alright, so if you want this center to not be as plain as this one, you can always take layers of these and put them around, and it'll do something cute. But this is good enough for me for this project. So yeah, I'm just gonna curl this up cute and get it put in the center here. So I'll be back. Guys, so that's that. This is the one we just did together. This is the old one. As you can see, they are similar but not exactly the same. And I think that's the fun part about making paper flowers. They don't have to be perfect. They're flowers and they're going to be different and unique in their own way, but the goal is to get them similar, guys. Not drastically different, but you know, unless that's the look you're going for. But I am happy with my results. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Can mommy kisses? I'm gonna close out the vlog. You want to close it out with me? Please, 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 please. Say hi. Say hi. You're not gonna say hi? Say hi, everybody. Say thank you for watching my vlog. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and do so. And leave me a comment and let me know what you think. And stay tuned for part 2. It's going down.